guys? So summer just started on Wednesday, and I really haven't done anything. And my dad wanted me to make something, so why not make a video out of it? So today I'm gonna make like tripod weights out of a curtain, some gravel we'll fill it with. How we'll put it together is I usually use embroidery thread, Sharpies, which I'll use to mark things, and then a ruler because he wants it 1 foot long, so it'll be that times 2 because we're gonna have to fold it. So let's get started with the markings. Try to make it as straight as I can because I'm gonna have to make 3 of these. So I don't want it curvy and stuff. So the reason I have 2 Sharpies is just in case one doesn't work, I have another one. Which, if you have pretty, like, new Sharpies, these are pretty old, I just took them from somewhere in the house. So right now, I have my, old curtain ready. The thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna use this part where, like, the curtain rod goes in. So I'll, like, start maybe here. So it's... yeah, so I'll make a mark there. And I think I'll do like 6 inches tall, just so yeah, kind of ugly blotchy line, but it's a line nonetheless. I forgot scissors. Oh my god, how was I even gonna cut this? Be bad. Alright, so I got my scissors. My dumb self forgot that I had to cut these, or at least cut this in general. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start cutting it after I do the line, just so that's done with, and I don't, just keep being like, oh, is it not good enough? Kind of thing. There's the first cut. So from that cut, we're just going to add 2 feet. I know you're probably thinking, like, why 2 feet? All because since this isn't like a shirt and it's not already connected in the back, which if it was, I'd just cut the top and maybe the bottom if it wasn't the bottom of the shirt, and then I'd sew that kind of thing. But this is made out of curtains. My dad wanted it to be as durable as it can because it's going to be filled with gravel. So okay, so now I'm going to cut off the other 6-inch side. Just so it's, yeah, I'm gonna cut the other 6-inch side so I could just easily go across with my scissors. Here we go. I have pretty much most of it done right now. I hope you saw that line that is on here. So yeah, sewing like thread. It's not as thick, so it's easily just to like accidentally yank it too hard and everything go through. But with like embroidery thread, I split it for 3 and 3, and I'll just show you that when it happens. What I want to do is now you're gonna have it to where it's inside out in a way. So say you want to show this part right here, you fold that to the inside, and then we're gonna sew the top and the bottom, so up here and down here, and then we're gonna fill the gravel through this part and then sew this when we're done with it. So let's get to the sewing. Alright, so personally, this is at least what I think is, I don't really care what color the sewing stuff is, so I'm just gonna use pink so I can see it. And then I have my needle. It's right here. Can't really see it, but it's there. And I have it on this just so I can't lose it till I take it off, of course, but always gotta be safe. So in embroidery thread, there's 6 strings. You could kind of, if you look close enough at the end, you can see it. Also, you want to just have the most best guess of how much thread you want to use. I don't really know how much it is. I usually wing it. Sometimes I do get too much, and sucks. So cut it off. by where the thread is. You can't really see much, but what I do, I try to find the most frayed part from the two ends, and then spread it out like that. Now I have to pull it apart. See, for everything I've done, I've split it into three strings each, and then you have to slowly pull it apart. If you pull it apart way too fast, it gets caught and it's irritating. You can see how disgusting and frayed it is. I don't know if you could see it. You can't see it at all. But what I do is I lick it, soak it, I straighten it out 12 more times. I do that. I grab my needle. This is the most like irritating part. It's trying to get it into the eye of the needle, because this is 3 strings and I can't see straight. There we go. There we go. Never actually got it in the first try. So what I do is I usually go halfway down just so it doesn't move. I put it in my pants. On the other end that you don't want to use, you try to go the closest to the edge as possible and you knot it. And now what I do is I grab the needle, I pull it back. Usually you want that much at the end, not too much, not too little. Sometimes if you don't feel comfortable with that, just make it longer and it's perfectly fine. So what we're going to start with is, since I don't care on which way it is, because this brown is the exact same as this brown and there's really no plastic on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half, make sure the other side is pretty straight, as straight as it's going to get. Yeah. And see, since I wasn't careful and there's like this part right here, right there where it's off, either you could cut that off or just sew it on. It doesn't really matter. So what I do is I just start off at the edge. You have to make sure to pull it all the way through. And you have to, I usually keep my thumb in the back of it just so it kind of like stops it in a way, just so it can't bundle up and knot, and that's the worst thing ever. And since when I sew anything I do a back stitch, so I have my first stitch in right there, and then I go forward one, you know, however big you want it to be. Go forward just like this. See how my finger is? Because it does tangle up. And then what I want to do is I want to come from the back, right from around the middle of my stitch, and just kind of continue on from there. And just do that over and over and over and over again. See? It does not. So you have to be careful and you have to watch it, because if you don't, everything will be off and it will suck. I've had too many times where that has happened, and it's never good anytime it's ever happened. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you follow me on my Instagram at acrush.cookie, I will post a progression of these tripod weights, and you know, you could see what I've been doing. It is a lot of work. It's very tedious. It's very, very repetitive. It gets boring, but you know, that's why I have my music on, just so I have something to keep me from going totally insane. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the post notifications button to see the next time I post, which is usually on Fridays. If not then, Saturdays. If not then, either Sunday or not that week. But I will update everything on my Instagram at acrush.cookie. I post things when I post my videos. Sometimes I randomly post things. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If you want me to do something different next week, please comment down what you want me to do. Do you want me to do embroidery? Do you want me to show you how to sew more things? And stuff like that. Because, yeah. I find it fun. I find it very, I guess, calming. But you could probably find it very irritating and tedious. Because that's kind of what it is. But thank you guys for watching. See you next week. Lastly, buckle your pants.
Hit it! Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Pull up your socks and dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Hey, I said dance.